So, what's your vision on achieving social justice and equity in the society, and how can individuals contribute to this vision? This is like a sum up to this first part of the podcast. Like, what is your final take on all this? How can social justice be achieved?
Justice is not in words, but in action. Democrats say they value the working class, but they're willing to throw rural communities under the bus. Republicans say they care about democracy and patriotism, but they throw everything under the bus in pursuit of their nihilistic ends, in pursuit of power. Neither of them actually walk the walk. And right now, there is no vehicle in which a person can say, by participating in this system, I have the opportunity to not talk, but do. Because our governments have been paid not to do anything, to make us more dependent on the corporations, which means employers in Wall Street. The way you get justice is by people working together, hopefully under the Federation banner or something like it, where they say, no one being left behind is acceptable. This isn't a political stump speech. This isn't an act of messaging or manipulation. This is the sole purpose of this organization, not using violence to demand conformity or taxes, but to say, look, I disagree with you. And frankly, some of your beliefs might be really toxic. That doesn't mean your children should starve. That doesn't mean you should die impoverished. That doesn't mean you should go bankrupt the first moment you get sick. You cannot say you value life unless you give care to the quality of it. I want the Federation to value that life, not as a superficial slogan that's saying, look at me someday in the future. No, it's every step towards success. We don't pat ourselves on the back. We say, look how many aren't there yet. And I'm not here to preach at you. I am here to serve you and your community. No matter how much I disagree with you, your children should never suffer as previous generations have suffered under the manipulation, the propaganda, the sickness of the neoliberal system, of the redressed colonial system that is neoliberalism. Because rather than technology setting people free, they've just used a combination of credit and social media and various other instruments within society to colonize your private life so you have no privacy, to colonize your bank account because you're under permanent loans that cannot be removed through bankruptcy, through the student loan system. And if you don't keep working for whatever crappy offer you're given, we will make it so much worse for you. That's what government offers. And to me, the offer of the socialist saying, well, we'll just tax people more. I'm like, yeah, but ultimately, if someone's in a position and they don't pay their taxes, you send guys with guns. And then it becomes a subjective question of when is it okay to send guns over money? If someone murders a person or does some violent crime or something like that, yeah. If someone invades your country, you have the right to defense. But you should not have the right to come up to the working class and say, the government owes you nothing, but you owe me. And that's what the tax system currently says.